Good morning. Today we're going to be looking at the color wheel and looking at intermediate colors. And I'll spell that out for you. Intermediate colors are colors that are made when you mix a secondary color with a primary color. Now remember, our primary colors I've written down already are red, blue, and yellow. Those are our primary colors on these three sides of the wheel. And then our secondary colors are the colors you get when you mix your two primaries together. So when I mix red and yellow together, what do I get? Orange. And I'm going to write this on the one between the red and the yellow. Not right next to them, but between. So we get orange. When I mix yellow and blue together, I'm going to get green. So I'm writing this down, and I want you to write them down too. When I mix blue and red together, I will get purple or violet. And so those are my secondary colors that I've written down. Now the intermediate colors are what you get when you mix these two together. So if I mix red and orange together, I would get what's called red-orange. Pretty simple name. I like it that they make it so simple. When I mix orange and yellow together, I get yellow-orange. Typically when I write these names, I always list the primary color first in the name. So it's not orange-yellow, it's yellow-orange, because yellow is that primary color. Red-orange, not orange-red. So I have yellow-green. I'm going to let you figure out those last three, okay? So I filled these out over here, and now I'm going to start filling in the color. Now I could do this with colored pencils. Maybe I could fill in my yellow with colored pencil. Maybe if I'm doing orange, I have my yellow first, then my red on top. That makes it look orange. Or I could use paint. So this is how my paint trays will be handed out, with a mixing tray on the bottom and your primary colors on top. So I'm not giving you any of your secondary colors. There's also this worksheet too if you guys want to try this kind. I've got my water bucket. I've got my brush. I'm going to move this to the side so I can mix my colors. I'm going to start with the top. I feel like red is a great place to start, so I'm just going to dip. I'm not squishing and swirling, just dipping, trying to get it not on my yellow. I'm just going to fill in the red nicely. Now, I'm not going to be too concerned about neatness on this project. I just want you to do your best on mixing the colors. So if you get outside the lines, that's not my biggest concern. What I do want you to focus on is not mixing these colors. I've got a lid on it to preserve the paint so it doesn't dry out, so I don't want the colors all mixed up together. To do that, I'm going to rinse off my brush. Rub it on the bottom, wipe it on the edge, and then to make sure it's all the way clean, you can rub it on this paper towel. If there's any color, that means you need to clean it again. Now, I think it'd be easiest to do maybe all my primary colors first, since those are the colors I have named already. I don't have to mix the colors to get them. The blue. Certain colors, depending on the paint, might be lighter or darker. There we go. Rub, rub, rub. Wipe on the edge, not tapping, and then wipe on the paper. So now I'm going to make my orange. Yellow is the lightest color, so you're going to need more yellow. You can do it two ways. You can mix it on your paper, or you can mix it over here. I'm going to mix it over here to start. And then rinse off my brush before I get the red, otherwise I'm mixing the colors in there. Get a little bit of red and see what I think. And I think that turns out to be a pretty nice orange. If I needed to, I could rinse off my brush and then get a little bit more red. But I'm going to see how that works. I like it. Maybe I'll even get a little bit more red. Rinsed off my brush. That's probably the part that takes the longest, is rinsing off that brush. There we go. Now, I would like to have you try mixing even more red into this color. So I'm going to get more red, mix it into that orange, and you're going to get a red-orange color, where it kind of looks like orange, but it looks more red than orange. Alright. And the last one I'm going to show you today is the yellow orange. So I've got this very red orange. I can either add a lot of yellow to that, which might take a long time, or I can start a new orange over here. So I got my yellow, rinse off my brush, get the tiniest bit of red. We don't want much red at all, because red is so powerful. And we've got a yellow-orange. Alright, I want you to keep on going around your wheel, mixing your colors. Someone's yellow-orange is going to look different than another person's yellow-orange, and that's okay. Because everyone mixes their colors at a little bit different ratio. Be careful, blue is a very strong color. All you need is a dot of blue. It will overpower everything. Same thing with red. Although when you're mixing red and blue together, blue is still darker, so you need the least amount of blue, a medium amount of red, and the most yellow to balance out those darker colors. Alright, write your name, of course, on your paper, and it's your turn.